What is up guys, so earlier in the month I asked what you would want to see for a 10,000 sub special, and the first comment was face reveal, but Myron24 was not having any of it, so I decided just to do a Q&A instead, not generic in the slightest. Now, I asked on Twitter and YouTube for questions, so there's going to be a mix of both during the video, and if I don't get around to answering your question, well, then too bad. I'll probably never do another one of these. Anyway, onto the questions. The first one we have here is from Small Japanese Man. He asks, when someone is giving you the suck, do you like it when they fondle your balls too? It's okay, I didn't want this video to be monetized anyway. And to answer your question, I'm gonna have to go with yes with this one, so just a little hint out to all my lady viewers. On to the next question. I have a really good one here from my friend Sean. He says, when was the last time you hit a woman in public whilst high as a kite on heroin? I honestly have no answer for this one, Sean. You've really stumped me with this question. I mean, I can't remember the last time I went out in public, nevertheless hit a woman, which is never, just to clarify. Jake Valander says, would you play with your fans for a wipe? And the answer to that is actually yes. I'm planning on doing a sub event in the future at some point, where all of you guys hop into Discord maybe, or I tell you a place on the map on a server, and we just do a wipe together. But I'm not too sure how it'll work out, because I have seen previous sub-events done before like this by Guacamole Jones and Aqua FPS, and it's really, it turns to shit every single time. Ferdi van der Velde says, are you ever going to play some Rust with Lolo again? The answer to this is yes. Me and Lolo are really good friends and we still talk a lot, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of time in between university and his work in order to upload anymore. So people often ask me if he's ever going to come back and where he's gone. Well, that's pretty much where he's gone, and if he's ever going to come back, I have no idea. That's completely up to him. Daniel Weiss and The Legend 27 ask why I started doing YouTube videos and what got me into doing it. The main reason was that I was always interested in uploading content, and I used to upload Call of Duty montages when I was younger. Then I started watching a lot of Rust YouTube because one of my friends told me about Faceless, I think it was, and from there on I bought Rust, and then I met Lolout, who encouraged me to do YouTube and helped me develop my channel from the very start. So yeah, he's probably one of the main reasons that I started doing YouTube. 24beats asks, modded or vanilla, which one is more fun to you? Modded feels like Rust on easy mode, whereas on vanilla, if you kill someone geared or go deep on someone, it feels like a lot more of a rush and feels like you've actually accomplished something. Plus, everybody hates you if you upload modded gameplay. I feel like I need a section for some of the more autistic questions, so I'm just gonna do that now and fire through them really fucking quickly. How big is your donkey, and if you don't have one, then shit. I wish I had a donkey, dude, I just don't think they sell them in Scotland. Grizzly, how big's your cock, lad? I'm gonna have to go with triple wall stack for this one, if you know what I'm saying. How many times a day do you take anal? Well, I play Rust every day, so constantly. Are you actually a man? Yes. Are you Asian? No, I'm not. That's oddly specific though. Do your parents know you poop the bed? I mean, who do you think cleans it up every day? Well, they're only some of the special comments that I got. I'm sure I'll answer more in a few minutes when I'm done with more normal ones. Dulcet Massacre asks, what got you into gaming? Well, I've been gaming since PlayStation 1, games like Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot, so I guess you could say PlayStation is what got me into gaming. And if you're talking about specifically PC gaming, that was one of my friends. He had a PC and I only had a PlayStation at the time, and I really wanted to play with him, so I sold my PlayStation and bought a PC instead. That was only like 2 years ago. Next up, Connor asks, how old are you? And the answer to this is 18. People tend to think I'm a lot older than this, and I don't know why. I definitely don't act older than 18, and I don't think I sound it either. Christian Turner asks, Grizzly, are you doing a face revealing? And I don't think so anytime in the foreseeable future. I don't really want my face associated with this YouTube channel, but if we get to 1 million subs, I'm sure I could do a face reveal for every single one of them. So yeah, hashtag please get me 1 million subs. I really would like that. Please, I will do a face reveal if we get to 1 million subs. Mr. Mameo asks, when's Fancy Bear and Bogan episode 1 coming out? So me and Mimio and Lolo all decided that we would start a podcast one day, and we created a YouTube channel and we had the idea behind it. I think we even recorded once for it, but it didn't work out, and then Lolo went to university and ditched me and Mimio. So yeah, it's never coming out, Mimio. Now we have a few questions about Mimio, one coming from Salty Sally saying, how long have you and Mr. Mimio been dating? Well, ever since I saw my dear friend on his YouTube channel, I decided to hop in his Discord because I could tell just how spiritual and deep he was from those cinematics. And the relationship has lasted a year, but He recently found another woman and he's unlisted my dear friend, so I don't really know what's happening anymore. Noxu asks, how have you become a better content creator than Mimeo already? Well, the answer is simple. I didn't make a cinematic about a deer. Next up, Logic asks, have you lost your virginity? And with the amount of hours I have in Rust, you really wouldn't expect so, but yeah, I have. Next up, a few people ask where I'm from. I'm from a town in Scotland called Stirling, even if my accent doesn't sound that Scottish. I don't really understand why. Captain Jack Daniels asks, any tips for starting up a YouTube? Honestly, the best tips I can give you is just have a good title and a good thumbnail and people will most likely watch it. But if you have shit content, I doubt anybody's gonna come back and watch more of your videos. So make sure you have semi-decent content on top of the title and thumbnail, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Annie Broman asks, what do you find most attractive in a girl? My d***. That German dude asks, how long and how much fun do you have on Rust on a scale of 1 to 10? I have 1,900 hours on Rust, and how much fun I have really depends on who I'm with and what we're doing. Most of the time spent on Rust is just preparing and setting up a base, so I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10 I have about a 3 in terms of fun. But then when I decide to go out PvPing and, you know, making plays, getting footage for my videos, I guess the level of fun can go up to about a 3.5. Anyway, let's move back onto a few of the more special questions now. Why won't you look me in the eyes when we make love? Well, maybe someone's gonna offline raid me, I have to keep an eye on the screen at all times. How big is your penis, and how big is your penis when you play with Gumbo, and how big is it when you play with General Sam? Well, I can tell you one thing, it shrinks in size significantly when I play with either one of those shitters. Why is your voice be like it do though? I think one of my subs had a perfect response for this one. Mertz asks, do I smell good enough for you? No. You smell like PvP and sweat. How to dab? I don't fucking know. Ask Bumbo, I heard he knows. Will you ever do a playthrough of Worms 1? Will you ever do a playthrough of Worms 2? It's just too bad you guys didn't say Worms 3, because I would definitely have been down to do a playthrough of that. Anyway, moving on. Hope asks, why are you so bad at CSGO and what do you eat for dinner? Well, to answer your first question, just look at this clip right here and you can tell I'm a professional and there is zero luck involved. And as for your second question, I don't really eat anything in specific. Bit of a boring answer, but I don't think I could really answer that with anything more interesting. XL Gamer asks, what do you do in your spare off time? But don't say YouTube. Well, I do YouTube. Chef asks, when are you changing your name to Boo Boo Bear? Also, would you ever want to stream on Twitch? Firstly, I'm never going to change my name to fucking Boo Boo Bear. And secondly, I would love to stream on Twitch, but unfortunately my internet is even worse than the Australians, so that won't be happening anytime soon. Haldacious asks, where are you hiding Voxbear? Voxbear was my channel name up until about 300 subs, and it was my username on Steam up until about 2 months ago, and it's never coming back, Haldacious. Weeby asks, would you smash this cutie? Hell yeah, just look at the way the chin blends into the neck, it's fucking irresistible. Grimnar2016 asks, what is the best / funniest moment you have ever had in Rust? Also, who would be your Rust dream team? I don't have a specific funniest moment because after 1,900 hours I can't quite remember every single one of them, but I've had plenty and I mean just watch through all my videos if you want to find a few of them. And as for a Rust dream team, I don't really have one. I tend to just play with Sean because that's what I'm comfortable with and I've played with him since I started playing Rust. But it would be nice to have someone semi-competent on top of him, someone who actually knows how to play the game. Even though he has over 1,000 hours, he still fucks up and gets us killed every single time we play. Next up we have Kriya here asking for my number. She probably saw my ad revenue. Fucking gold diggers, am I right? Valley asks, hypothetically, suddenly Rust doesn't exist anymore, what do you do with your channel? I'd probably upload a couple times, realize that nobody's interested in anything except from Rust in my channel, and then quit YouTube. It's sad that I'm not joking. I think it's the same case with every single other Rust YouTuber. Everyone gets significantly decreased views when they don't upload anything that's not Rust, such as this Q&A. This won't get anywhere near to my regular amount of views. So let's just hope Rust never, hypothetically, disappears. The Gaming Dead TV asks, which one of your videos is your favorite? I'm gonna have to go with the Flamethrower Trap Base for this one because I had so much fun recording it and it turned out so much better than I thought it would. So if you haven't seen that, just go and check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And finally, Sir Mango asks, how many Rust YouTubers do you know? Too many. Now, since it's the end of the video, I decided I would add in one of my most frequently asked questions on the channel, and that is what my outro song is. The outro song I've been using for the last few months is called Leave This World, and it was created by Zillions. I noticed a lot of you have already found the song on YouTube, but that's not their official channel. If you want to check out more songs from them, I'll link their SoundCloud and YouTube in the description. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks again for 10,000 subs. It's crazy to hit that milestone, and I've started a new Discord server which you guys might be interested in joining. I'll leave the link for that also in the description. So yeah, come and check that out if you're interested. Hopefully I'll have it set up by then. I'm not sure if it will be, so if you come along and it's still all fucked up, don't blame me. Anyway, I'm off to go and play some more Rust now because I have to upload a Rust video eventually to this channel. It's been about a week, so I'll see you guys later.
Leave this world behind. Pretend that we can disappear. Pretend that we can disappear. Place your